Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here, Thursday the 5th of July. Thanks again for watching. As always, it's you coming back and visiting the site regularly that keeps it all free of charge and enables me to do these videos and get them through to you every single day. It's the adverts that we show in front of you that generate the revenue for the site. So by you telling your friends and by coming back regularly enables us to display more adverts, which means it generates more revenue for the site. So thank you again for watching and for spreading the word. Now, those of you following me on Twitter, the address on Twitter is @weatherschool. Yesterday, know that I was at Edgbaston for the One Day International of England versus Australia. Oh, we were so excited, but you'll know from Twitter that this was basically the scene that we saw all day. Yes, umbrellas out, rain falling, bits and pieces of blue sky from time to time, but essentially the umbrella was the requirement of the day. And look, just don't go to the events that I go to. On Friday, I'm going down to Silverstone for the Formula 1 practice day, and because I can't get there over the weekend because we actually do some forecasts for Formula 1. So guess what? Yes, you've guessed it. It's going to rain on Friday at Silverstone. How lovely that will be. So look, I'll just give you forward notice in future of any events that I'm going to go to, and just don't go to them. On to the forecast though, let me show you what's going on. This is the frontal chart for this afternoon, the predicted frontal charts at midday this afternoon. You can get this if you go to the weather chart section. Click on weather charts at the top of the page there, and then down the left hand side here under GFS operational you'll see UK fronts. Click on UK fronts and that will bring you up this chart. Now you can then go through the various different days from day 1 right the way through day 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and you'll be able to see what we think the fronts are going to do. But this is this afternoon, look, dominated by low pressure down to the southwest of the country. We've got a front as well that just extends across the north, this bringing some rain to northeast England, northwest England and also northern parts of Ireland. But you can just see how this low is well and truly entrenched. If we take a look at tomorrow, this is how tomorrow looks. Low pressure, just about as close to Silverstone as you could get. Heavy periods of rain up towards the north of the country. I'm just hoping that stays there and doesn't go further south. I have a horrible feeling about that though. And low pressure again is going to be in control. And of course, what's it going to do for the weekend? Well, we'll do more detail in a moment, but just to give you an overview, there's the chart for Saturday. The low slipped off towards the southwest, still affecting us. Still heavy showers for many, heaviest of them in the southwest, and more persistent heavy rain for southern parts of Scotland and also northern parts of Ireland. And then for Sunday, well, guess what? Low pressure in control again, slipped its way eastwards by then. We're going more into a north and northwesterly wind, but we do still see showers, and they're going to be heavy across the southeast, perhaps merging into longer spells of rain at times, with more rain across Scotland. Isn't it just so pleasant? Anyway, should we go through the detail and just see what's happening? I'm going to bring up the ECM, sorry, not the ECM, the GFS ensemble model. Now, this is the ensemble from the GFS, where they take several different runs of the GFS from slightly different start positions, put them together and then produce a forecast based on that. Now, we know low pressure is going to be in control, so it's a case of showers and rain. So it's difficult to show you too zoomed in a map of the UK, because trying to pick out individual showers is very difficult. Let's just pick out rain area and shower areas from the ensemble model. Now this goes forward in 12-hour steps. The time is up here in the top right hand corner, so this is starting with today. Low pressure off the northwestern coast of France during this afternoon. Showers are going to be affecting the country, but some of them are going to be quite torrential, I think, during the course of the day, and it looks as if most of those showers generally will be affecting more northern parts of the country. So we're looking at effectively, we're going to be looking mainly at northern England, Scotland and also the Midlands. Now overnight tonight, low pressure is still in control of the weather, and it stays in control through Friday too. And just look what happens on Friday. This could be some real torrential rainfall affecting parts of the Midlands, northern Wales into northern England during Friday. Unclear as to exactly where this heavier area of rain is likely to be, but I think if we take a line anywhere from let's say from sort of Gloucester northwards up to, well, almost getting into the Scottish borders, somewhere in there is going to be getting some very, very heavy rain during the course of Friday. Hopefully not too far south, for the Grand Prix. Anyway, well, for Grand Prix practice. But that rain slips westwards with the low. Look, you can see the low just rotating around there. Slips westwards through the evening and overnight to be over southern England, parts of the far southwest of Wales and parts of the far southwest of England. And then by Saturday, well, we find another area of heavier rain coming through central and eastern parts of Scotland. I think further south, the rain mainly across the southwest, but elsewhere it's sunshine and heavy showers. Pretty windy across Scotland too. You can see the isobars close together there. Overnight into Sunday, well, more rain affecting northern and eastern parts of Scotland, but I'm hopeful that during Sunday the low actually pulls away towards the east. We then get this cold northerly flow, cooler northerly flow I should say. Sunny spells and pretty hefty showers for most. Heaviest of them probably around eastern coast, and some more persistent rain could affect East Anglia and parts of southeast England through Sunday too, but the west should be brighter with fewer showers. Now, into Monday, look, this ridge out to the west, which I've been telling you about, is so desperately trying to build in. I was hoping this would be further eastwards, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It looks like we're going to north and northwesterly. So it will settle down more as the low clears away, but I think we're still going to see sunshine and showers. Most of the showers in the north or northwest. I think many central and southern and eastern areas becoming largely dry, but there could be some isolated showers here as well during the course of Monday. On to Tuesday, we'll find again it's a case of sunny spells and scattered showers. Most of the showers to the north and the west, one or two heavy ones making it inland. But I think again for many inland, southern and eastern areas, you know, we should go into a dry spell of weather. I'm just trying to think, is this the dry spell that's been hinted at throughout the models, that actually it wasn't going to be more of a dominant high, it was going to be more of a northwesterly? It could be, but anyway, it looks dry for central, eastern and southern areas. Into Tuesday, I think the showers probably tending to affect eastern coasts during Tuesday. More of a tendency on Tuesday for it to affect the eastern coast. I think western areas tending to be drier. And look, a ridge of high pressure. Here it comes. Make the most of it, folks, because it's coming through overnight into Wednesday. It should affect most of us during Wednesday, so bringing a dry day to most of the country through Wednesday. But just look what's out to the west. Yep, a front comes in, the jet stream re-establishes, and in it comes. So this could actually be our three mainly dry days for much of the country as this ridge builds in. But in comes the front. It brings outbreaks of rain through Ireland, through Scotland and northern parts of England too. But notice how the south and the southeast is staying drier. Into Wednesday, we see the rain across the north and also the west, and pretty breezy across some western areas too. The jet stream becoming firmly established through Thursday. But again, you can see how these southern and eastern areas do stay mainly dry. So this is getting into my period of drier weather. You see, it's there. It's just not quite as expected. It's not happening quite as I expected it to do so, with a lower pressure closer by. Into Friday, more of a straight westerly flow through Friday. I think many areas cloudy and drizzly. These western coasts really damp through much of the week, but central and eastern areas tending to dry up again through the day, with the sunny spells coming through. Quite breezy in the south as well. Into Saturday, and still that flow coming straight across the Atlantic. Look, outbreaks of rain mostly across Scotland, Ireland, northwest England, western parts of Wales. I'm hopeful that central and eastern parts of the country again should be dry, although they will be pretty cloudy, particularly to start the day. Into Saturday and into the weekend, well, hints of a slight ridge of high pressure trying to get in through the weekend. It should increase the chance of sunshine to the east and the south, but these western coasts again tending to be quite cloudy with drizzle at times. More persistent rain affecting western parts of Scotland as we get through into the week after next. And then really it's a case of that rain just returning again to northern and western areas. Again, little towards the south and the east, most of it focused in the north and the west, but the jet stream over the top was so unsettled for many. But the emphasis on this dry weather across central, eastern excuse me, and southern parts of England. In fact, let's just take a look at the total rainfall amounts for the next week. This is going to be for the British Isles, and if we look over the next 7 days, here's what we're looking at. This is the heavy rain that's predicted through Friday. Now, as I said, this could be anywhere really from about Gloucester here northwards, but at the moment it looks like the focus is across northern England, and in the next week we could be seeing 70-80 millimetres of rain here. This could be some heavy showers that are being picked out by the model across the east and the south, but don't fret too much about this, because I think these areas, Midlands, south east, central, southern England, should be turning steadily drier. But then don't forget, this only takes us up to the 13th, because after that the jet stream really is well established and these northern and western areas become wetter. So more rain to come for all places. What about Europe though? How does Europe look in terms of total rainfall in the next week? Let's just see. Are we all having it as bad? Well, this is the 7-day prediction for Europe, and you can see the jet streams coming through here. So you see that we're not on our own. The UK, France, the Low Countries, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Hungary, Poland, coming across into the Baltic states, Scandinavia as well, all going to be seeing some really wet conditions. Mediterranean is largely dry, but look, even here we've got showers going off still. So we're not completely on our own. At least that's something to take away with us today, isn't it? We're not completely on our own. So just to recap, heavy rain to come through Friday, somewhere from the Midlands through northern England. Then it looks as if we get showers. We're dominated by this area of low pressure bringing showers, but hints of things starting to try and dry up across central, eastern and southern parts of the country through next week. Western and northern areas always going into this westerly wind and becoming increasingly damp after the ridge of high pressure collapses through during Thursday, and then we're going to more unsettled conditions for the north and the west. I think more central, eastern, southern areas generally cloudier, damp at times across those areas by the end of next week into next weekend and the week after, and breezy at times in the south too. So if you can, do try and keep the sun shining. And just to remind you, please tell your friends about the site. It's you coming to the site, me being able to display the adverts to you, that generates the revenue that keeps the site free of charge. Once again, thank you for watching and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.